Hey guys, Martin here from Mattress Clarity. If you're looking for a new online mattress, you've probably heard of Helix, but you've also probably noticed there are a lot of Helix mattresses. How do you narrow down your buying decision? Well, I want to help with that today. I'm going to talk about their three main lines of mattresses: the core mattresses, the Luxe mattresses, and the Elite mattresses. I'm going to talk about their similarities, their differences, and help you choose the right one for you. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
So let's start off by talking about the similarities between these mattresses. And to make things simpler, I'm going to take a look at a mattress from each line. So the Helix Midnight, the Helix Midnight Luxe, and the Helix Midnight Elite, to give you a good general idea of how these lines compare and differ. But first off, again, we're speaking of similarities. These are all going to be hybrid beds. They're going to feature coils in their support layer. Also, they're going to feature some type of foam on top of the mattress. And also, the Helix Midnight, the Helix Midnight Luxe, and Helix Midnight Elite are all medium firm mattresses. They're close to medium firm. This is also going to work for all the other models in these lines. So for instance, the Helix Dawn, the Helix Dawn Luxe, and the Helix Dawn Elite are going to be the firmer mattresses in their respective lines. Also, with all these mattresses are going to have some nice cooling features and some similar customer service terms, namely a 100-night sleep trial and free shipping and returns. And now let's talk about the differences between these mattresses. And first off, there are going to be some thickness differences. Namely, the Helix Midnight is going to be thinner than the Helix Midnight Luxe and the Helix Midnight Elite. You're also going to have more or less cooling features depending on which model you go with. So there is some good cooling in the Helix Midnight, but it is not going to feature copper-infused memory foam like the Helix Midnight Luxe, and it's not going to feature a built-in Glaciatex cooling cover like you get automatically with the Helix Midnight Elite. And speaking of feel, they are going to be quite different between these three models. So with the Helix Midnight, you're going to have more of a kind of foam feel on top of the mattress. Moving to the Helix Midnight Luxe, more of a kind of plush pillow top feel right on top of the bed. And with the Helix Midnight Elite, also a pillow top feel, but you have multiple layers of microcoils toward the top for a very, very bouncy feel. Also, a big difference in the construction is going to be zoning or the lack thereof. So with the Helix Midnight mattress, you don't have zoning in the construction, meaning it is not going to be firmer toward the center of the mattress. But you are going to have zoning in the Helix Midnight Luxe and the Helix Midnight Elite. And again, this will apply to all of the Helix mattresses in these lines. And there are also going to be some slight firmness differences between these mattresses. They're all close to medium firm, but they're going to be a little bit different. So with the Helix Midnight Luxe, pretty much exactly a medium firm mattress, close to a 6.5 out of 10. Now without the pillow top of that mattress, moving to the Helix Midnight, it's going to be just a little bit firmer, so closer to a 7 out of 10. But with the super plush and kind of bouncy layers on top of the Helix Midnight Elite, closer to a 6 out of 10, so a little bit softer than medium firm. And lastly, there are going to be some major construction differences, namely in the comfort layers, which I'll get into right now. Now let's take a look at each mattress one by one, their firmness, their feel, and their construction. So first off, with the Helix Midnight mattress, part of the core line of mattresses. On top, you're gonna have a breathable cover, a breathe knit cover. Now beneath that, you're also gonna have a layer of Memory Plus foam for a little bit of that slow-moving feel right on top of the mattress. Beneath that, you're gonna have 2 layers of Helix Responsive foam for some more pressure relief with this mattress, but also a bit of support and some bounce so you don't feel stuck in this mattress. It's all going to rest on a layer of individually wrapped coils that rest on a layer of Duradense foam, a thin layer of base foam there. Now with this mattress, as I said before, closer to a 7 out of 10 in terms of firmness. So it's a little bit firmer than average. You have very soft layers right on top of the bed, but it gets firmer the further you push into the mattress. Now also in terms of feel, it's going to have more of a little bit of a foam feel right on top of the mattress. Again, the base model, the Helix Midnight, does not have a pillow top included, so more of a foam feel on top of this bed. It's also quite responsive. Now speaking of sleeping positions, in my experience, very good for back sleeping. Again, it's one of the more popular models, a medium firm model, a great match for back sleeping. In my experience, a little bit too much pressure on my shoulders and my hips when I was side sleeping, but I think average weight side sleepers shouldn't have this problem. Stomach sleeping, not the best for me. I definitely needed more support under my hips. I was bowing in there and I was getting out of alignment. So moving on, let's talk about the Helix Midnight Luxe. Again, part of the Luxe line of mattresses from Helix. Looking at the construction of this mattress, on top you have a built-in pillow top. On top of the cover, you have either a tensile cover or an optional, for more money, Glaciatex cooling cover. Both are quite breathable, but the Glaciatex cooling cover is super cooling. Now this bed's gonna also be quilted with some foam toward the top, again for that kind of plush pillow top look and feel. And the first comfort layer is going to be some Helix responsive foam. It's gonna be quite bouncy and also add some pressure relief for the top of the mattress. Beneath that, you're gonna have a layer of copper infused memory foam. It's gonna add some soft, slow-moving feel a little bit to the top of the bed, and also with the copper infusion, a lot of breathability and cooling. And that's gonna rest on another layer of Helix responsive foam that's going to be bouncy and act as a transition layer. This is gonna rest on a layer of zoned coils. That's all gonna rest on a layer of Duradense foam. Now, speaking of firmness with this mattress, again, closer to a 6.5 out of 10, so right on that medium firm line, a perfect balance of comfort and support. And with feel, overall more of a kind of plush pillow top feel with a good amount of bounce as well. You're not gonna feel stuck in this mattress. Now, speaking of sleeping positions, back sleeping was even better on this mattress, closer to medium firm, also have some extra lumbar support from the zoning, so ideal for back sleeping. Now, side sleeping, also a decent match for me, definitely better than the Helix Midnight mattress. You get a little bit more pressure relief with the softer mattress. Now, stomach sleeping, again, still a little bit too soft for me. The hips are bowing in a little bit and I'm getting out of alignments. But if you're a little bit lighter than me, your average weight, like I'm 270 pounds, you might still find this to be a good match for stomach sleeping. And finally, let's talk about the Helix Midnight Elite mattress, part of the super elite line of mattresses. What makes them so elite is on top, you also have a pillow top, but a lot more going on in this pillow top when compared to the Helix Midnight Luxe mattress. So on top, you're gonna have automatically a Glaciotex cooling cover for your super hot sleepers out there. You're not gonna have to pay extra for this feature. Then on top, you're gonna have some Memory Plus foam for that slow moving feel right on top of the mattress, but not too much. Now beneath that, a layer of individually wrapped microcoils, then a layer of Memory Plus foam, more microcoils, and then you're gonna have some Helix dynamic foam. Now, all this is gonna create a very bouncy feel on top of the mattress, a very springy kind of pillow top feel mixed with a very responsive coil feel. And it's all gonna rest on a thin layer of Helix responsive foam to act as a transition layer so you don't sink too far into the mattress. And that's gonna rest on a layer of some zoned coils as well, similar to the Helix Luxe mattresses. You're gonna have some more support toward the center of the mattress for extra lumbar support. And all that's gonna rest on a thin layer of Duradense foam. Now with this construction, as I said before, it's gonna make it a little bit softer, so closer in my experience to a 6 out of 10, a little bit softer than average. But in terms of feel, a really unique feel. I've never really experienced something like this before. I have slept on coil mattresses before, but nothing with multiple layers of microcoils toward the top. So there's a lot of bounce in this mattress mixed with a little bit of foam feel as well. Now, speaking of sleeping positions, also a great match for back sleeping with the microcoils, even more contouring with this mattress and with the zoning extra lumbar supports. An even better match for side sleeping in my experience versus the Helix Midnight Luxe or the Helix Midnight Core mattress because it's a little bit softer, more pressure relief on my shoulders and my hips. But being even softer, not the best match for stomach sleeping, so I want something on the firmer end for sure. So which mattress should you get? And more specifically, which line of mattresses should you be looking for? I use the Midnight mattresses as an example to make it easier to explain their differences. But whether you're looking at the Dawn mattress or the Sunset mattress, when you upgrade to the Luxe or the Elite, it's gonna be similar to what I've talked about today in terms of feel and also firmness differences there. But first of all, speaking of the core mattresses, these are gonna be the better option, I think, for people more on a budget. These are the more affordable mattresses in this line. If you don't like a lot of bells and whistles, you don't need those, you can save some money by going with these core mattresses. Also better option, I think, if you like more of a kind of foam feel right on top of the mattress. Whether you get, again, the Midnight or the Twilight or the Moonlight, you're gonna have some foam feel right on top of the bed. It may vary in terms of response right on top of the mattress, but if you like some kind of foam feel closer to the top of your mattress, this is what you're going to get. Now, in terms of who should get the Luxe mattresses, this is a better option, I think, if you like more of a traditional pillow top look and feel. Out of all three lines of mattresses, it's the closest to that kind of classic hotel mattress look and feel. And it's also a better choice if you are a hot sleeper, but not a super hot sleeper. You don't need all the bells and whistles of the Elite mattresses. You sleep a little bit hot, take a look, I think, at the Luxe mattresses. And finally, with the Elite mattresses, this is the best option, I think, for you super hot sleepers out there. Now, if you overheat at night often and you sleep super, super hot, you're waking up hot and sweaty, you have the money to spend, I would definitely take a look at the Elite mattresses. And lastly, if you like something super bouncy, this is what you get with the Elite mattresses. It's not gonna be for everyone with those 2 sets of microcoils. It's a very unique feel. I personally did like it, but if you like something super bouncy, take a look at these beds. Well, there you have it. Those are the main differences between the Helix mattresses, the Helix Luxe mattresses, and the Helix Elite mattresses. I hope I've made your buying decision just a little bit easier. If you want some more info on any of these mattresses or all of these models, head over to mattressclair.com for the full written reviews and some great money-saving coupons. We'll see you next time.